Hello everyone and welcome back to Wednesday here on the Pagan Perspective. I'm your host Eric, and this week we're talking about our favorite mythical creatures and their histories. Well, just to get it right out there, my favorite mythical creatures are shapeshifters. Not necessarily just lycanthropes and werewolves and things of that nature, but also shapeshifters as in anything that can change shape. Why? Because I think it'd be freaking awesome. So, a little bit of history. I've done a little bit of research on this before, and I actually, for any of you out there who happen to be White Wolf fans, you know, or I guess it's Black Dog now. Anyway. There are tabletop role-playing games, and I'm into that too sometimes. Anyhow, so I've done research on this before, and more or less what I've come up with are stories of ancient people who wear the skins of animals to try in some way to take on the characteristics of those animals. Like, for example, the berserkers in Norse history, not mythology, but history. They would put on the skins of bears and wolves and things of that nature so that they could, they thought that that would help them, gain the strength and ferocity and wildness of those animals in battle. And the berserkers, which the original word actually comes from the bearskin, is I can't remember the actual word itself, but it's very similar to berserker. The berserkers would put on bear skins and then go into battle with no armor, and it would intimidate their foes. You can imagine how easy it would be to, especially at a distance, mistake that man wearing the skin of a bear as kind of a crossbreed between the two. So really, yeah, I might be ruining it for some people, but that's really as far back as before written history, they've been doing this kind of stuff. People have always worn the skins of animals, not only necessarily as clothing, but as ritual attire as well. So, Native Americans have done it, the Norse have done it, the Scandinavian, all throughout Europe, there are every culture has some form of shapeshifter in their culture and in their cultural history and mythology. For example, is it Selkies or Skelkies in Celtic mythology? They were seals that would take off their skins and become human, and they were generally good, and they would protect fishermen and the like. But the idea just astounds me of doppelgangers being able to change their face and their body to look like another person and take on the personality traits of another person, and cause havoc and mischief and things of that nature. I think shapeshifters are really, really cool. If you go into Japan, Japanese culture has the werefox, which Kitsune is the name of that one, if I'm remembering correctly. The Kitsune is usually a woman who changes from human to fox at will. Witches have been touted as having the ability through supernatural powers or magical potions to change their shape into an animal shape. It's just the mythology of lycanthropes and shapeshifters is everywhere. I mean, it spans the entire globe, all the way back, dating back to the beginnings of history, everywhere. And it's a fascinating subject and really cool idea to be able to change your shape and change your appearance, and not for any cosmetic reasons, but more more being able to fit in with your surroundings. Urban, you want to be human. Rural, country, you want to have, it'd be awesome to have some sort of animal form. At any rate, that's a little bit of the history on werewolves and lycanthropes and shape changers, excuse me. If any of you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave it in the underneath bits. Thanks for watching, everybody, and of course, until next time, Odin be with you.
I am the vampire at your